Hi everyone, this is Allison. I think you were able to see my screen ahead of time, but we're going to go ahead and get started now. This webinar is going to be kind of more of like a workshop demo session. We're going to go through 5 emails your event should send, 1 we hope you don't need to send, and talk through and demo how you're going to actually build these in Ticket Signup's free email marketing platform. So just a little bit about our company, Ticket Signup, RunSignup, GiveSignup. We make it free and easy for small businesses and nonprofits to hold events, to grow their events and engage and manage their attendees by creating very easy to use and free software that you have full control over. And one of the big features that we've released this year and that a lot of our customers are really leveraging is free email marketing for ticket events. And just to give you a quick overview of what Ticket Signup's email marketing platform offers, it's free. So it's always going to be free no matter how many emails you send. You can upload as many custom contacts as you want to. So if you have contacts from other activities or you are using a different ticket platform previously, it's very easy to bring those contacts into Ticket Signup and take advantage of this free email marketing platform to promote your events. We have dynamic system contact lists that are living. So everyone who's purchased a ticket, everyone who's made a donation to your event. We have beautiful templates that are very easy for you to design and customize to your liking. Because our email marketing platform is fully integrated with your event data, you have a lot of really powerful data replacement tags that you're going to be able to use to personalize your communications. And we're going to go through a lot of those examples today. There's also an email capture pop-up that you can add to your free event website. So every event on Ticket Signup gets an event website that's automatically created for them. You can do a lot to really customize that and brand it for your event. Adding an email capture pop-up is just a way to get even more email addresses into your marketing for your events. We have the ability to send emails immediately, to schedule them to send at a certain date and time. There's reporting, and we just continue to add a lot of features all the time. We have an entire development team that's dedicated to email marketing, and we're always figuring out new ideas, new ways we can add more features that our customers are going to be able to use and make the platform even better. So today's agenda is we're going to go through how to set up and send these 6 emails. And Johanna is going to put a link into the chat on the GoToWebinar module. You can also use that chat module to enter any questions that you have. But that link goes to a blog, and this blog contains email copy and directions for how to send each of these commonly sent emails for events. So you can go ahead and scan this QR code if you'd like to follow along on your phone. You can click the link that's in the chat box that Johanna just shared, or you can just follow along as we go through this together. So this is the blog, and the blog is just kind of a way to have all this content ready in one place. And so we're going to start by sending a ticket sales launch email for our demo event, which is the Summer Festival. So you can see here we have an event website that I quickly put together for this demo. And so this is where people would buy their tickets, make their donations. And you, as the event director, have a dashboard where you can customize your website, customize your event settings, send emails, and many more things. So we're going to be focusing on sending emails today, and this is the hub where you're going to be able to build your emails from. So our ticket sales launch email is when you've customized that event website, your ticket sales are officially open for purchase, and there's a couple of things that we're going to go through just to really maximize the value of this ticket sales launch email that you have. So the first thing is that you want to send this email to as many contacts as you have. And you may not have many contacts in Ticket Signup to start with. And so one of the things that you can do is bring in your custom lists. And you'll see here we've got our email capture and we've got a custom list from 2021 attendees. So let's add another list of 2019 attendees. And so it's very easy to upload contacts. You can add them one by one, or you can do this very quickly and easily by adding a CSV. And so this is fake data that I generated right before this webinar. And I'm just kind of going through the steps that we have. You'll see that the columns in my data set are getting matched to the correct fields in our system. So it's automatically doing that for me, but I could go and edit this and customize how this is matching. And then because I used a fake data generator to create this, I am going to skip all the rows with errors, but you will get custom error messages to let you know if there's something wrong with your email list. And we're going to start the import. And that's successful. So we can either upload another list or we can go back to where we were, and you'll see these are the contacts that are imported from that. But let's go and send our email now. So we're going to select our recipients and we're going to include everyone who signed up from my email capture as well as my 2 custom lists. And just a quick note on email capture, that is an additional setting that we have here. You can enable a pop-up form that shows on your website. You can customize what that looks like. And the pop-up form is collecting additional contacts that you can add to your marketing list for free. So this is a really powerful way to start getting more people signed up for your event. And I had this opened in an incognito browser because I can't do it because it knows that I'm the same user, so it's not an annoying pop-up. But this is what it looks like. It'll pop up after a set number of seconds that you decide to do or before you abandon the page, and you can customize like how that's going to display, whether it's overlay in the corner, but it's just an additional way to get even more people onto this email list that we're going to send. So again, we're going to include these custom lists that we have for our email blast. And then from here, we're going to copy the subject line. Again, you can use any subject line for this that you want, but this is just a suggested recommended subject line. And then we're going to go into creating our email. And so I'm going to use our basic template for this first email. And it gives me this basic starting place where I'm going to begin to build my email. And you'll see up here, I've got this custom header and it defaults to the sign up and donate buttons for my event. And I can customize exactly what this looks like, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. So going into here, I've got some content that I want to paste in. So this is going to all be custom wording that I'm going to have to overwrite, but we're going to put this in here real quick to make this a little faster. And then we're going to enter in a URL where people can buy their tickets and update. So we've got a big call to action up here. And then we're going to put this additional key information that we want to feature in this email, which includes the dates and location of the event. So I'm going to go August 5th through 7th, 2022, and it's going to be held at the Moorestown Community House. And then coming down here, I'm going to paste in the rest of my email here. So we're going to do that quickly. And you'll see here that I am pulling in some data tags. So this email is going to pull in the first name from the lists that I have updated. And then I'm just going to quickly go through and replace the bold text with my event's custom text. I have a price increase set up for July 25th, 2022. And then you can just include a couple of features that will be present at your event. So this is a summer festival, so Ferris wheel, we're going to have funnel cake, and we're going to have cold beers from local breweries. And one of the really powerful things that you can do for your ticket sales launch email is include a special incentive. So you can tell people that they're going to get $10 off if they're one of the first 100 ticket purchases. So we can just include a quick call to action. So sign up today to get $10 off. Offer is for the first 100 ticket purchases only. Use code BEST10 at checkout. And we'll go quickly into where I have this set up. So I'm going to search for coupon, and you'll see I have BEST10 right here. One of the really cool things is we can also set up a URL that automatically applies this coupon. So if I copy that URL, I can come back to here and I can say custom URL here, get my discount, and then I've got this URL that's automatically applying that coupon code. And again, when I set up this coupon, you'll see here that the rules are it can only be used 100 times and it applies to the overall ticket price. So that's how you can include a discount into your email. So this is how we send our email for our ticket launch. And when we click continue, we got this page to review. We've got it going to our custom contacts. We have a subject line, and this is the content of our email. And when we go to review, this email is a marketing email because it's got promotional content. And I can either send it right now or I can schedule it to send at a certain date and time. So that is our first email that we have scheduled and sent. Our next email is going to be a referral email. And a referral email is telling people who have already signed up for your event to bring their friends and family. And one of the really powerful things that you can do to really incentivize people to get their friends and family to also buy tickets is to incentivize them with rewards. And one of the things that our platform does really well is we enable you to automate refund rewards when people hit a certain threshold of referrals. And so here on my dashboard, you'll see that I have set up that when somebody uses their unique referral link and gets 5 ticket purchases using that code, I'm going to give that person $20 back. And this tool has a really, really insane ROI. I think I put the data into this blog of 87 cents per ticket purchase, because what happens is a lot of people will share their code with people to sign up, but they'll get maybe 2 or 3 people to actually sign up using that code. So you're actually giving refunds to very, very few people. So it's a really effective way to kind of supercharge the growth of your event. So looking at this email, we're going to set this up in email marketing. So I'm going to go back to my email tab, and I'm going to send this to everyone who's purchased a ticket. So you'll see here, this is all ticket purchasers. And I'm going to quickly replace event name with Summer Festival. And then we're going to go in and create this email. And I'm just going to use this basic template for this. And we're going to paste in the text of this email. So this is a pretty basic email. And of course, you can add more content to this to really make it your own. But we're just going to go in and replace this text with our custom event text. And so remember, when we went through this before, we're giving a $20 refund of your ticket purchase by referring 5 friends to sign up and join you at Summer Festival. And of course, you can go through, and if that doesn't make sense to be bold, you can unbold it and things like that. And you'll see here, we've got this replacement tag for a referral code link, and that's going to be automatically replaced with that ticket purchaser's unique referral code link that they can share with their friends and family. And then I'm gonna place that, and this email is ready to go. So again, the purpose of this email is a follow-up to people who have already purchased tickets before your event has happened. And the purpose of it is you're incentivizing them to bring their friends and family. This could be a simple reminder, but again, remember, Ticket Signup has this automated referral platform, and so we can automate how this actually functions for your event. So that is our second email that we went through. Our third email is a price increase email. And so this is something that you're going to want to send maybe 2 or 3 days ahead of when the price goes up for your ticket event. One of the things that we do is we make it very easy for you to automate those pricing increases in the platform. So if I go to pricing, you'll see that for my events, I have one set of pricing that goes through July 24th. And then I have a new set of pricing that starts on July 25th, and that's just automatically changing over, and it's going to automatically update on my website and my ticket purchase path. And what I want to do is create a sense of urgency so people can save money if they sign up now. So going back to this, for my recipients, I want to email everyone on my marketing list. So I want people who haven't signed up yet, but I want to make sure I'm excluding people who have already bought their tickets, right? Because they've already purchased the tickets. They don't need a reminder that the price is going up because they already have their tickets. So I'm going to save that. And then we're going to copy this content over. So prices go up this weekend, and go and create our email. And so again, I'm just going to start this from scratch. We definitely want to use this default header that has our sticky call to action buttons here because we want people to be taking these actions of signing up or donating if they can't. So I'm going to go like this and put in some text. And there we go. So we have prices about to go up, and I'm going to add a quick header here. About to increase, so you can create a sense of urgency. And then instead of having buy your tickets today as a separate line here, I'm actually going to just add a call to action button, and we're going to call this buy your tickets today. And this is going to go right to the registration path. There we go. And there we have it. We're going to quickly increase or replace our text here, July 24th at 11:59 p.m., which is when the price change occurs, and you're going to save $5. So this is our price increase email. Again, we're sending it out to our full marketing list. We're just going to exclude the people who have already signed up and bought their tickets. So the next email we're going to go through is the pre-event email. And the pre-event email is very much about logistics, and it's not about marketing your event. So this pre-event email is what you're going to send maybe about a day before the event happens, and you're going to send it to everyone who's bought a ticket. And the key thing that I would recommend including in this email is the QR code. So when people purchase tickets, they get a confirmation email, and that confirmation email has the details of their ticket purchase. It has a QR code in it. But sometimes if there's a lot of time between when you bought your tickets and when the event is happening, it may be buried or you may have put it in the trash. And so sending this pre-event email is really nice because you get another chance to include that QR code, include the ticket purchase information, and keep that towards the top of the email. That way people, when they bring their phones to the event, people can quickly scan that with Ticket Signup's free mobile check-in app to make that check-in process really smooth and make sure there aren't any lines building up where you have to manually check if people have their tickets or not. One of the other big things I recommend for this pre-event email is you don't want an email that's huge and long to scroll through. And so one of the things that you can really do is leverage the free website to add like an FAQ about the event day, so people have a central hub to go to for information, and we'll go over what that can look like for your event in a minute. But let's set up this pre-event email. So I'm just going to copy the subject line, and we're going to refresh this, and it's going to go to all ticket purchasers. If you have a multi-day event, like I do, so I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I may want to set up individual emails to each of these dates. But for this example, we'll just do all, and then for the next example, we'll go one by one. So we're going to include all ticket purchasers and paste in my subject line here, and then click create email. And again, I'm going to start from scratch here. And we're going to go right into having some text. And so one of the things you can do here is you can see you can add your own replacement tags, so you don't necessarily have to use what is given to you in these templates. It's kind of just a recommendation, but we'll copy in this text here and replace this. And you'll see here that the default text contains these instructions so that your ticket purchasers have this email ready for them on their phone when they go to the event. And then I recommend just kind of including details about the location. So Moorestown Community House, and you can include the address. And one of the other things that we can do is we can add a button to our event day FAQ. So if we go back to our event website, you'll see here I've got a page that has my FAQ. So I just added a couple of example questions. We also have a contact form that you can add anywhere on your website, so people can just ask questions directly from your website in addition to replying to the email that you're sending them. So I really like having this because I can add a button here and I can have it go to event day information, and we'll just have it go, oops, that was the email that I had. We'll have it go to this page that we've got here. And so people can click that and they get redirected to the FAQ. And again, the really powerful thing about this email is we're including these replacement tags that pull in the ticket purchaser's QR code, as well as a summary of the tickets that they've purchased. And when you're kind of going through the blog, you can see an example of what this looks like when you are about to send and review this from our system. And then on the other side, you can see a completed and sent email where it's pulling in those replacement tags. So this is the email we just built, and it's pulling in my first name, it's pulling in the QR code from my ticket purchase, and it's showing me that summary of what my ticket purchase included. So Friday, I bought 2 adult tickets, and then I've got my button here and my additional information that is just plain text. So we can click continue, and then we'll just review. And on this one, it's actually going to be a transactional email because I'm including details from the actual ticket purchase. So this isn't a marketing blast. This is going to people that are attending my event, and it contains information about what their purchase was. So you'll just want to make that differentiation from the rest of the emails that we've sent, which have all been marketing, but this one is really a transactional email. And again, you can send this immediately, or if you're really busy, leading up to your event, you can just schedule this to send, our event starts on August 5th, or I think, so maybe we want to send this on the 4th at 11 a.m. So you have that ability to schedule, and anyone who buys a ticket between when we've created this email and August 4th is automatically going to be added to that send list. So you don't have to do anything manual. These are all just system contacts, and this is all pulling in event data. So it's a really important email for your event to run smoothly and well. So now we're going to go to our last two emails. So the first one is a post-event thank you email. I really think that you should create something valuable in your post-event thank you email. Everyone gets so many emails, so just saying thank you, it's not like a super valuable piece of content. Two ideas that I really like for making this a valuable touch point with your marketing lists and your attendees is to include something like tangible from the event. So the example that we're going to go through, we're going to feature some photos that we have from the event. So you'll see here on my website, we have a couple of different ways you can display photos. So you can add a cool slideshow, and we also let you upload unlimited photos. You can upload 100,000 photos if you want, and you can create one or multiple albums. But you have a lot of different ways you can add photos to your website. So I think that's one way you can add value to this post-event thank you email. Another way you can do it is you can promote any other events that your organization has. If you're a nonprofit, you can promote donations to your organization. So let's set this one up. We're going to do people who bought tickets, and we're going to say thank you for attending Summer Festival. You can see I ran through this earlier this morning because it's pre-populating that. And then we're going to add some text. And this is a bit broken up, so I'm just going to do this in little pieces. But we've got this, and delete that default text. And then I'm going to add a button here, and this button is going to go to our photos page. We can actually say check out event photos, and this is going to go to my photos page. And then we've got, you know, a little bit of additional content. You can use these post-event thank yous to also thank your sponsors. So that's what we have here. And we'll just say Coca-Cola because that is what is coming to my mind. And you can link your Facebook here. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to take up time. And check out our upcoming events. I just want to show you how you can kind of feature your different events. This is just one option for doing that. We have a lot of creative ways you can already start displaying your content. And so like here, let's say I've got an Apple Festival and I can buy tickets for that. And then I'm just going to put in the URLs that I think I have for these events. But you can put links here. You know, you can add a couple of little details. And then here, we'll just kind of add another event that's coming up. We'll call it Holiday Lights. And again, you can just update this URL, paste in the URL. And yeah. So you can take more time to make your content. I'm just doing this pretty quick for the purpose of this demo. But yeah, this is a pretty robust post-event thank you. So you're thanking people for coming, you're having that additional touch point, you're giving them something of value, which is checking out event photos. We're saying thank you to our sponsor. Of course, you can add more like photos, logos, different content to really feature that. And then we're focusing on calls to action for upcoming events. And so that is our post-event thank you email. And again, you can check out the blog and check out more details of what that actually looks like when it's been sent. And then our last email is the one that we hope you don't have to send, which is a postponement or cancellation email. So a lot of the events that we work with are multiple days, like festivals and like corn mazes, holiday light shows, and they're typically held outdoors. And so there's a lot of risk with weather, getting a night rained out. One of the really powerful things that we added to our platform specifically for these types of events is ticket transfers. So letting people manage their own tickets to move from one date to another date. So as an example, the summer festival is held over a couple of days. And so I'm letting people transfer their tickets. I'm not charging anything for this, but you could add a fee to it if you wanted to. This summer, we're going to be coming out with more details so you can add fees for some dates and not have fees for other dates. But what this does is it lets people manage their own tickets. So you don't have to move their tickets from Friday to Saturday. They can actually do that themselves really easily just by clicking a button from the email that we're going to build. And this is one powerful way that you can really deliver best-in-class customer service. I think we've all gotten very used to, like, you know, inclement weather, pandemics, whatever happening. And the one takeaway that we've seen across the tens of thousands of events that we've worked with is you just need to be proactive in your communication and offer flexible options for people. So we're going to go through what that will look like. So for this one, let's just pretend that Friday got rained out. And so we're going to send this to the Friday ticket purchasers. And we're going to go with this alternative one here, subject line. So this is summer festival or Friday canceled, transfer your tickets. And we're going to copy this content here. So this email is just kind of providing a brief explanation of why it's been canceled. So we'll say thunderstorms because it's the summer. And we're going to say it's just canceling Friday night summer festival. And we're going to replace this text here with my event name. And the data that we're including in this is a manage tickets button. And what this looks like on the actual sent email, you can see in the blog, it's going to give them a link and a unique verification code that's associated with their ticket purchase. And once they click that link and add that verification code, they'll be able to move their own tickets. You'll see as a best practice, I've also included just, you know, contact us by replying to this email, or, you know, I put in the email address just to make it very clear. You will also be able to move attendees on your own on the back end. But this is really just about offering flexible customer service so that people can, you know, move their tickets to a different day, and you can provide that flexibility for your customers. And that is it. Sorry. So thank you for joining us today. We went through a lot of different emails and how to build them pretty quickly, but hopefully pretty thoroughly as well. So I'm going to wrap up this session, and we're just going to pause for questions now. If you have any questions, you can enter them in the questions box on the side. And we're also going to be sharing a recording of this webinar. And of course, you have access to the blog that was published today, so you can start building these emails for your own ticket event as needed.
I think we have 2 questions to start with. If anyone else has any, you can continue to put them in. With ticket transfers, can a purchaser transfer the ticket to someone else or just change the dates for themselves?
So this is probably from a RunSignup user, but I think with tickets, it's quite different. So with tickets, it's really built where you're just collecting like the name and email address for somebody who bought the ticket. It's quite different from registration where you're collecting a lot of details and all those details feed into like bib assignment results. And so with tickets, we see it's more common for somebody to just forward the email to someone else. That's why it's really important to have a check-in process with a check-in app to make sure, like, you know, this ticket purchase has been used and checked in already, so you're not seeing that duplicate. And so I think like transferring to a friend is something that is kind of handled a bit more offline. And our ticket transfer is really focused on moving my tickets from Friday to Saturday, or whatever parameters you're going to set for your event, to better manage inclement weather. We built this feature last year for a 60,000 person Halloween event that lasted throughout the month of October. It was outdoors. You walked through and like saw jack-o'-lantern lights. They ended up having bad weather on several of those nights. And so I think they had about 9,000 of the tickets transfer. And so handling that as a customer service team is really burdensome when you have that high of volume. And so letting people do that themselves, so most of those were just people that went in and transferred their tickets on their own. It eliminated this huge customer service burden for the event.
And second one, I came to a webinar on email marketing a while ago. Can you remind me what is coming next for email? Like what is not being done yet that we'll be able to do later?
Yeah, so there's a lot that's on the roadmap. As I mentioned at the beginning, we have a whole development team that is focused on just building features for email marketing. So I think there's 4 things to look for in just the next like 3 months. So the first is you're going to be able to send emails to different ticket levels. So like as an example in this, I could send it to adults on Friday. This becomes useful when people purchase and use our tickets for time slots like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on Friday. The second thing is on our registration platform for peer-to-peer fundraising events. We're adding fundraisers as a contact type and a lot of different fundraiser replacement tags. So you can send personalized communication like you've raised X amount this year, keep going until you reach your goal. The third thing are automated emails. So things like price increases, registration follow-ups, and incomplete purchases. We are working on building those both for registration in the new email marketing as well as in our ticket platform. And the fourth thing is you'll see when I'm building these emails, I'm going between the blog and our email platform to like add this content. And so one of the things that we're working on is giving you more pre-built emails so that you can just click one of these emails that you want to send and suggested content is already laid out for you. Along with that, we're going to be introducing some more pieces of content, just different components that you can use to build your emails, different ways that you can creatively lay things out like images and text. And we know that one of the things that our customers really like is control over what those emails look like. And so just continuing to expand that library of how you can actually create and design these beautiful emails is an ongoing priority. And we'll see some new features come out over the next couple of months there.
All right, I think that looks like it on questions for today. Thank you, Allison.
Great, thank you everyone for joining. Again, we'll send a follow-up email with the recording and a link to the blog. Thanks for joining, bye.